Oh yeah, it's test drive time. And today, we're rocking a 1957 Ford Thunderbird, old T-Bird here. This one is a convertible. It's got the hard top on it right now. I'm gonna show you the 100 detailed pictures, and we'll put the top up during that. Throughout this video, I'm gonna leave the hard top on and we'll do the test drive to check everything out. This one here, got a 312 under the hood. And of course, as I take it down the road, I check everything out, such as throttle, brakes, steering, suspension. I can give you an honest review, and then after that, we're gonna be looking at chips, scratches, rust, dents on the body. But as you can tell, this thing's beautiful. We have 2 of them this week going on, so be sure to check out the red one as well and compare. 100 detailed pictures available, again, where you can see the soft top that is available on this car. Financing, 3 different companies. Shipping, yes, anywhere in the country. Be sure to hit subscribe, share. Guys, it's about that time. Let's go for a ride. All right, before we take off, we'll check everything out. Place your bets. Do you think the horn works? I haven't even tried it personally. I'll show you the mileage. This thing is beautiful on the inside. That's what it's showing on the dash there. It's hard to stand behind it because it's a 57 model. Pretty nice interior. Top needs to be stitched up a little bit. Look how wrinkled it is. Start this one up, let it warm up. Gas gauge is coming up just a hair. Probably need to get some fuel. Engine temperature still on the low side. Turn signals blinking up top there on both sides. Wipers. Well, they started to come up and then they stopped. Look at that. They're not wiping very well. I wonder if I give it gas, it will. No. It's not wanting to come up all the way, so wipers need work.
In that first half, they shoot just 9 of 20.
Radio does work. Blower motor on this one. Oh, let's see here. It's on high now. There it goes. Blower motor is cutting on. Pretty simple on the inside. Horn, what do you think? Well, it does work. Nice, clean centerpiece there. Let's hit the road, see how this one runs and drives. I already got my seatbelt on. I've also got my little mic here. Make sure it's working. Looks like it is. Hopefully you can hear me. I quit using it before because I was doing some stuff and it was losing footage. But I've had some complaints here lately, so I wanted to try to solve that issue and just work with the mics. Also, be careful on Facebook. Here's reverse. And TikTok. Pretty much any platform other than, I don't think YouTube has any scammers so far, but people are imitating us. They'll put our profile picture on there and they'll use my old videos and they'll ask for deposits. Don't give them no deposits. Call us 615-822-4444 before you send any money anywhere, because I just had another guy got scammed today. They're sitting overseas in their little warehouses scamming the fire out of us here in Hendersonville, so be careful. Going on down the road here, had to go around the police. And we're checking everything out in this car. Steering on this one, it doesn't feel bad. It's got a little bit of slack in it though, just a hair. The speedo is working and it seems to be correct. There's not a whole lot of room in here. The old tach on this one seems to be working. Hitting the brakes, they're smooth. Back in our throttle. Kick down's hooked up. So we're definitely gonna stop and get a little bit of gas. Pretty sweet ride. I think the only way I could drive this one all the time is if I had the top off. If the headliner was a little bit tighter here, then my hair wouldn't be scratching against the top. But overall, this car's got some style. Seems to be running good. bumps. Other than a little noise, it's smooth. And then our brakes there. I was also watching my rear view, doing a little defense driving, offense driving, whatever you want to say. We're going to go in here and get a little bit of gas. We'll check the gauge. And of course, I'll be back with more information on this ride. All right. $20 worth of premium fuel in this ride here, 5.5 gallons. And we're coming up over here. We got the gas cap here on this side. We'll go ahead and check our gauge inside the car and see what we got going on here. I do believe it works though. Coming up on the dash, you see the gauge coming up, and it is working. Good deal. Time to hit the road. See what else we can find. Woo! Out here cruising. Usually I use this portion of the video to tell you about suspension. We're going through a moderately rough parking lot right now, and not bad. It's really not bad at all. Fairly smooth. Got you on my camera here. That way I can see you. And we'll go ahead and roll back to the lot. Engine temperature gauge is incorrect on this one. It is on the high side, but I've already been checking it. It is not that high. I just noticed it creeped up there and it's been sitting there, and I went and popped the hood, checked everything. It's all checking out, but the gauge is reading wrong. And I do kind of expect that on a lot of these older cars. Your gauges are not 100% correct. That one's actually a dummy gauge that doesn't have any numbers on it. It just says hot and cold. And it is on the high side. We was cruising in the parking lot, but the motor itself is still in a good operating range. You can tell it's not overheating. As we're coming down the road here, running nice and smooth. Very quiet ride. There's not a lot of rattling or shakes. Motor's not overpowering and loud. Although it does have plenty of power. Hey, I know that guy. All right, just kind of give it a stop here. Let that guy go way ahead. Hit this bump in the road at a moderate speed. There we go. Well, I was only going about 20, but this guy's in his floorboard for some reason. Guys, we're getting ready to be back at the lot. Be sure to hit subscribe, share this video. That'll help us our channel out quite a bit. Shipping, financing, all that is available. Again, maplemotors.com. Woo! Couldn't really see out the window, so I'm looking out my little fish window here. It's like a boat window, isn't it? And we're ready to go. Picking out the flaws is coming up right now. Stick around for that. I got an old 57 I'm probably gonna do next. Well, another 57, but this one is a Chevrolet. Thanks for sticking around. It's time. Let's walk this ride. Anything I find, you'll know about it. I'm looking for chips, scratches, rust dents. We'll start in the front. Bump looks awesome, nice and clean. Light little cracks there. Turn signal. Little dent here. When you trim, some little chips up top. And down the side here. A little bit of pitting on the handle. chip here. And there, it's been touched up. Seal around the top there, a little butchered. Got some glue down there holding in the felt. Seal there's a little older, cracked. Slight pitting on the handle. Again, on this one, the top does come off. I'm not taking it off by myself, that's for sure. But I have detailed pictures at maplemotors.com showing the other top, this with it off and everything. That way we have it all covered. I'm gonna have to open the trunk too. It's got a nice trunk, little subwoofer in the back. Chip here. Sitting a little high on that trunk lid. Been down this side. See if I can get my shadow out of here. Touch up marks here at the bottom. Shadow's all in my way today. It's chasing me. Spot there, that'll come off. Pitting on that front chrome here. Chips. A little bit of pitting. Touch-up marks on the top there. Go ahead and check out the interior. I like that little ting. A little bit of wear behind the handle. People kick that all the time getting in and out. Seat on this one looks pretty good. Oh, a little rip on the side. Carpet actually looks pretty good too. Headliner's been patched up. Some stitches around there. It's just kind of wrinkled where it needs to be tightened up. Starts up good. Where I cut it off, temperature's on the high side, it should come back down. I've been cruising the parking lot here and I shut it right off, so it should come back down. I don't know how accurate them dummy gauges are either. Up under the hood here, it's running perfect. Nice little battery tray there. Overflow's good. Just a hair in there. Motor doesn't even feel that hot, so I kind of feel like that gauge a little bit off. Very clean up under the hood here. Got a little bit of chips going on top of the intake, but don't mess with it. But down with the hood, you just kind of get them down there and drop it. Got a chip here. Now, of course, we're gonna head on back to the lot, guys. Thank you for sticking around throughout my video. Don't forget the 100 detail pictures because I want you to see the convertible top. I'll show you where it's at. Behind the seat there. And he has pictures of that up on both of these test drives. The other one, the other top doesn't come up. This one does. This one is bolted in. They're not super easy to put up. That's for sure. That's the reason I'm not doing it. Plus I have to call somebody over here to get the top off, set it over in the grass or whatever. I do have 100 detailed pictures of that. That way everything is gone over, and extensive photos of the top itself. All right, I do appreciate you watching. Check maplemotors.com. 3 different finance companies, shipping all over the country. All right, see you in the next one. Later, guys.